And that is that. Now finally we are going to head up onto this hill where the final puzzle lies. The last sigil of this rather beautiful world. C3, Weathertop. You might remember the name Weathertop if you've actually read The Lord of the Rings, or if you've watched the movie. I won't judge on you on which one you might have seen or watched or read or whatever. To be honest, I couldn't quite complete reading God, the Fellowship of the Ring. God, if I could remember the names of movies sometimes, that would be absolutely fantastic. And I know, it's kind of silly of me, but it's just, I got through about half of the book, and there's just like, there's so much more reading to this! There's so many little details that this author has written down, and that is the story as to why I could not complete reading that book, because it is thick material. Oh, it is very, very thick. Not to say it's bad, just, I hope you like reading, because reading it's good, I guess. And not really my exact thing. I guess I'm just not really that interested in, like, fiction as much as most other people are. I don't know. I'll have to leave that as a topic to discuss on another day. I'm just very particular on what it is I like to read. What we're doing right now is actually just bringing the second connector out here, and then what we need to do is just take this box and then fling it on this fan over to where this jammer hides. And this is actually where a very old concept is reintroduced, where you just need to jump over a very short fence with this. And I think we do need to bring that second box with us. Well, actually, maybe not now. Now that I think about it, I don't really think we need that one at the time being, because if I recall correctly, we do need to reset the world to get the star. Yeah, I think that's how it works. So, I'm gonna go with that. So, just do things like this, you know, bring this one over, and then bam, put the box right over here, then take the jammer, and make sure the jammer sits pretty on top of this fan, and ensure that it's not actually jamming anything in the first place, otherwise you will probably be a little bit stuck. Open the door over here, read a couple of QR codes before you claim your prize. Featherless Biped says these two deserve each other, and I agree. And there is your final sigil of this world. Now, where's the star, you might be asking? It's sitting right over there, that clever little bastard. And the way you have to get this one, you need 3 boxes. 2 to stack up, and 1 to actually climb on the 2 stacked boxes. And in order to collect this one, we need to reset the entire world, unfortunately. I really wouldn't be able to explain why that is, but it's just the way the puzzle was designed, and we need to go back and redo a couple of steps in a couple of puzzles. So, here's how you collect the star. Go back to Jammer Quarantine and begin to solve a little bit of the puzzle. What you want to start off doing is at least make sure the fan right here is secured. You want to make sure not only is it running, but also that the connector is floating. So, activate! And there it is. That's the first step. Now, you want to head over to the opposite puzzle, and head to 3 connectors in the fan. Yeah, this one, I believe, is the name of the puzzle. And we just need to do another little bit of connecting. I do believe that all we realistically need is just 2 connectors and this 1 box, if I'm remembering this correctly. If not, then I sincerely apologize because I'm bad at puzzles. But if you do it like so, I think, yeah, now I remember how this one is done. So, you can see that there's that one blue connector that is just floating by the fan from one of the previous puzzles we completed. You just need to activate the fan on this one like so. Once you cause that to float, then this will happen. That one will, in turn, also be floating. And the reason we're doing this, and I'm kind of hoping I only need 1 box in this situation. I doubt I need 2, if I remember how I strategize things correctly. Head back to Weathertop and start solving a little bit of this puzzle once again, because we do need to collect a couple of items which are necessary for collecting one of the assets, I guess you might say, of this star. And I will show off what that is momentarily, actually. First of all, One thing I might need to establish is the fact that we do need the second connector, which was hiding over here, which I suppose isn't really needed for actually completing the first puzzle. If I'm just struggling to remember how I did that one. Yeah, I don't really think that second connector is at first essential, but here it is, because we needed to collect one more item. Now, the door is open, and what we're gonna do is do so. What I mean is the door where we collected this sigil is open, and that's pretty much where we need to take the jammer with us, for one thing, but we also do need to collect this second box again, because this is all part of the solution. I just think I took a bunch of unnecessary steps in my initial test playthrough, but in reality, there's only a couple things you need to do. You could start off by doing just this. We have both these connectors right here, but we also just need to place these boxes to form a little bit of a makeshift stairway towards that secret. And then we need to transport these connectors. First of all, you want to be able to spy that one connector which is sort of hiding out there, and I'm not really sure if I do still need a second box, because if I did this incorrectly, then that's gonna cause some problems in our working relationship right here. No, I did this right. It's really, really difficult to see out there, but believe me, the connector is just floating up there, and that's all you must know in order to solve this puzzle. But if you're still following, then let me show you what it is you need to do. You see, there's this door over here, which not only requires a laser, it also requires a jammer to collect that particular box. And it also has one of those blue herring laser wall panel things, which might easily trick you if you're expected to bring a laser over here, but you really just need this, which is the beautiful concept of the jammer, the very first puzzle completion item that we ever found in the game, which has served us for generations to come. And once you use the jammer to collect that box, then form the staircase and claim your prize.